Hey guys, Rodney here with DTLA Bikes. Today we're going to talk about tires. So tires are arguably the most important basic equipment that you're going to have on your bike. You know, you can have a very basic frame, but with quality tires, that bike will handle most of the time very well, very grippy, very tacky substance. So tires, basically suit the type of riding you're doing. So, not every tire is equal, and sometimes a more expensive tire is actually gonna defeat the purpose of what you're using it for, right? Sometimes high-end tires have zero puncture protection, but they're super grippy and made more for race scenarios, right? So someone who's commuting, puncture protectiveness is the #1 factor for them. So they're gonna look for something with a Kevlar belt, ideally something with sidewall protection as well, and a very heavy tread. So we're just gonna tires can be, a lot of different things to speak about tires, but I'm just gonna talk about a couple of kind of core important things to look for in tires. So first thing is to determine, do you need more puncture protectiveness, or do you have another factor that's more important to you, like a grippy, tacky substance that can help you take cornering on very aggressive type of rides? Second is, do you want something that's going to have more of a smoother tread, right? Something that's going to be super smooth like this, or do you need something that's got a little bit of the knobbies, right? Depending on the type of riding you're doing, something like this might be more useful. So if you plan on doing off-road riding, you have to check, of course, your tire clearance on your bike. That's super important. You can't just run a big tire on every bike, and some rims do better with a certain size tire as well. But determine first puncture protectiveness, determine type of tread that you're using, determine if you're going for longevity or if you just want the grippiest compound possible for aggressive riding. And one of the things that you should look for is what we call TPI, threads per inch. So this is something that basically each tire will have, and sometimes TPIs will be 30 TPI, sometimes 300. And what a TPI does typically is the lower the TPI, usually that indicates a higher level of puncture protectiveness, versus higher TPIs, which offer more of a supple feel and more of a grippy substance, better for scenarios where you want extreme grip, whether it's wet scenarios or just really aggressive cornering. So TPI is super important, puncture protectiveness as well. Our #1 tire here in downtown, just because commuters, are riding all the time, is Continental Gator Skin Hardshell, right? This offers sidewall protection as well as a very nice heavy tread. And typically you can run higher PSI on tires like this as well, which is really important. What I usually suggest, not to get into all the intricacies of a tire, try to go as wide as possible if you're commuting. Most people think that a skinnier tire is faster than a thicker tire, but maybe in another video we'll discuss why that's not always the case. So start with kind of identifying what's important to you, the puncture protectiveness, the grippiness, or perhaps a heavier tread, and then kind of go from there.